Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be checking out the new Harrows GEO, and this is the 01, which is the parallel version, as you can see on the box there. So let's check them out. So as mentioned, there's three models in the range, and I'm reviewing the 01 25g version, the 90% tungsten. They're also in 23 and 24g in steel tip, 18 and 20g in soft tip, and they retail for £115.95. So as you can see, it comes in this big cardboard box, and you've got a little graphic on the back there showing you the other models, and it says there shape 01 parallel 25g, and there you go. So what else does that say? That says scan case for premium content. So that's the box. Now, like I said before when I was doing the preview, when I first got this I thought it was just a new case because it felt fairly light, and then when I opened the box I thought, oh, it's just a big new case. But then I got the surprise when I opened it and I've seen darts inside. But you've got some loops there, but I don't know if there's a strap to attach them to anything. And obviously you can use this as a separate case, I suppose. But inside, like I said on the preview, it also comes with the Vault case, so you could take that out and use the darts in that instead. But there's a little keyring holder in the bottom there, so there's plenty of space for putting stuff in. Little keyring, but I think it's mainly for these particular darts. And it comes with the GEO, if I can get it out, ouch, bent me nail. So this is the quick point removal tool. It's very hard not to say the other brands every time I'm saying removal tool. And you can use this as a point storage as well, so neat little thing that, and it's made of metal. That has a cold feel to it, that's rather neat. And I will get the case out and see if I can put the darts inside it. So these are made of like a kind of a slightly rubberized surface on the plastic there, and like a hard plastic on the inside. And I think these sections are for holding stems, and I'm not really sure what else. Oh, you've got the little sections there as well, so you can hold more things on there. Right, I'm just going to pause the video there because I did that before I had all the information about the case, and I was going to record it again, but at the present the builders are next door and they're making so much noise, it's just ridiculous. So I've come to another part of the house where my PC is, where it's a bit quieter, and I thought it's best to show you on the site anyway, because I can show you the other colours and also the price. So it retails for £16.95 if you want one separately. It's available in the blue, the red and the clear. So on the clear there you can see those sections have got little grooves, so you can put more solo flights, and on the other side where the stems are, there's a little slot to put some normal flights, and it'll only hold the one set, and it's got a soft kind of touch finish to that black kind of rubber. And here's a picture of the three colours, but you also get the dimensions there: 17cm by 8.5, 4.3cm thick. There's the red one, and there's the clear one, and there's the packaging. And you get an extra set of the quick points, and you also get the clear solo flights, which I think will be coming out in various other colours. Now this has got a kind of a textured surface down the centre, which is meant to help increase stability through the air, just gives it a little bit of drag, I think. And it's got like these kind of like smooth sections on there, which are kind of extra thick, so that should help for durability, I imagine. So if you're putting them in here, then I guess you just do that, and then that's it. So I haven't got it down, have I? Oh wait a minute, I didn't have it in right. There you go. So you're not going to get a huge amount of gear in there, but you will get your flights attached to the barrels without getting them warped or anything. So a lot of people should be happy with that. So that's what you get in the pack. So out the box, as you've seen, it came with the silver quick points, but I may change them to the black ones when I come to throw them, simply because I think the black will stick in the board better. It's a straight barrel dart. You've got a tapered nose, a slight taper on the end of the barrel. There's no dreaded smooth sections, simply because these sections have got this kind of micro ring grip on, which is nice to see. So no dreaded smooth sections, but obviously less grippy on them sections. But this section has got the blue tie on, and the rear section is natural tungsten, but you get a bit of a contrast between the blue and the silvery tungsten showing on that section. It's kind of like a staggered notch style grip. You might see it a bit better in the super close up because it's a bit hard to get it in focus, especially when it keeps glaring the light into the camera. But you'll see it better in the super close up just now. But I would say in terms of the feel, it's a nice feeling grip, not like super grippy or anything. So it shouldn't be a problem for anyone having issues with grippy darts that might stick. I don't think that's going to stick, but it still gives you a nice traction feeling, so kind of a pleasant feeling. But we'll see what it feels like when I throw it. But quite a neat looking dart overall. And there's the Solo stems. You might see integrated molded stems and flights. You might see it better just like that with it being clear, but it's got that textured part around the middle and these kind of like reinforced edges there. So it'll be interesting to see how well these stems hold up. Obviously it's going to take a while for people to get the feedback and fully test them, but they look good, so we'll see. I'm hopeful that there'll be a good stem. So there's the full setup. We'll have a super close look at that grip now. So you can see a slight lip on the quick point there, but it's got a tapered nose with that micro groove grip, and obviously the blue titanium coating. And then this kind of light notch grip, at first glance it kind of looks like a shark ring, but because it's staggered and the way it's cut, you've got sections where it kind of goes a bit flatter, so you don't feel it quite as much in some parts, and some parts you feel like the little corners. So it's kind of an interesting feeling grip. It could be like grippy to some and not that grippy to others. It's one of them strange grips, basically. Bit hard to describe it until you feel it. Around the midsection you've got some micro ring just to add a little bit of grippiness instead of a dreaded smooth section, which is good to see. And then on the rear it's the natural silvery tungsten and same grip. And then as you can see from that angle, it kind of has edges there where you can see almost acts like a shark grip, the way it kind of like flares out a bit. And then just a micro groove section on the rear taper, so again you get a little bit of grip from that if you like to grip right at the end of the barrel. So that's the super close look at the Harrows GEO 01 darts. So the darts fit with the 26mm quick point. You've got the tapered nose with the micro groove grip, that's 6mm, and then you've got this staggered kind of notched ring grip, 19mm. Around the midsection you've got some more micro grip rings, 4.5mm, some more of that staggered notch style grip, 15.8mm, and then you've got a taper on the end of the barrel, again with some micro rings, 4.7mm, length 50mm, width 7.15mm. 25.11 grams, 25.09 grams, and 25.06 grams. Full setup 26.58 grams. So here's the balance with nothing attached, and this is the balance with the supplied setup, which you can barely see. It's definitely one of them kind of curious grips that may feel more grippy to some than others, and I was going to give it 6.5, but I thought I'll just err on the side of caution and say 6, because there's parts where it doesn't feel quite as grippy, and also with it being so new, I think that throws it off a little bit. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. 1 dart, each double, front grip first. And is that in? It is. I didn't change to the black points, that's why I can't see the... I couldn't be bothered changing the points, I just left the silver ones on. I'm just too lazy. Is that in? No, that one's not in. It's close though. But that's in. Actually felt quite good, that. Now the grip, it's kind of a hard one to explain. I think when people probably first get it, they'll probably think, oh, it's a very grippy dart, but I don't know if it is, because when you're holding it lightly, I'm feeling like the kind of cuts of it, but it doesn't feel like it's like super grippy or anything. It just, I think it's mostly down to the newness of the cuts. How long that'll stay grippy though, I don't know. I have a feeling it'll wear off quite quick once the edges smooth down a bit, because I don't really think the shape of the grip is creating a huge amount of like bite. Could be wrong though. But as it is now, oh, got another one. It does feel quite pleasant in the fingers, and the balance feels rather nice. So I'll try the mid-section, which has got that band with the micro grip on, but I'm still getting some of the fancy grip either side. Oh, it's close. I think we're getting a lot of spin with that. Yeah, you got one. I think it's going to work for any grip position with it being a straight barrel dart. What did I do? I did 10, 11, 12 then, wasn't it? Oh, nearly. Yeah. Even though that hasn't got the grip going right through the middle, it still feels alright holding it there. So I'm going to go back fully onto that fancy style grip now. But now when I'm holding it there, that finger is kind of feeling like it's gotten into a little grippy spot there, so I hope that comes off easy. Releases it. Oh, a bit painful on the elbow, that one. I think that finger's actually sticking there a little bit, so I'm going to move it off. I took the finger off and it went perfect. Oh, that went when it almost went perfect again. It flew almost the same as that last one. I know, as I was just keeping that finger off. I know, which it'll completely miss the board. Well, it didn't miss, but it still went through the air rather nice. So I'm going to have another go like that. Is that in? I can't tell. So it's that finger. Oops. It's that finger all along that's been causing the problems. I got to travel with the rear grip. Actually feels rather pleasant, the grip, but like I say, I think it's just down to the newness. So many little fine edges to it, and I think some people will probably think, oh, it's very grippy, like I said, but I have a feeling it's just going to wear off pretty quick. So if that's the case, then that's a little bit disappointing, but as it is now, in this new nice condition, it feels really rather nice. But the dart itself, it should work whether you're front, mid or rear gripper, but it does look really nice, and I think sometimes people just want a nice dart for whatever reason, so it's nice that Harrows didn't go over the top on the price. I mean obviously it's pricey, 115, but I was expecting it to cost quite a bit more than that, so I was pleasantly surprised that it was that price and not say 160 plus or whatever. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.